Dumelang, Sanbonani, hello my MNH Queens. My name is Leo and you are now tuned into Milk and Honey, the female movement. Now, let's catch up on what's good with the news this week. To all the queens who keep hitting the follow button and showing Milk and Honey some love, we really appreciate you. We hope to see you soon on our network, right? But for today, we would like to send a special shout out and welcome our new members. Nombuso Ntuli, who is the founder of Blue Teleconsulting, a registered tax practitioner, a business accountant in practice, and a Quick Tools Pro advisor. Basetsana Sheane, who is the owner of Bees Fluffy and Puffy, which is all about fashion stationery. She sells fluffy notebooks and diaries for women. She is also the founder of SMAKBEAUTY, the community reading club for kids aged 7 to 13. Shout out to the queens and welcome to Milk and Honey, the female movement. For more on the ladies, please do check out our wall on Instagram. Speaking of our Instagram page, really the timeline is looking gorgeous. The makeup artists are popping, getting ready for Durban July. If you are looking, you can also browse through with Milk and Honey. We've got amazing makeup artists, beautiful pictures of the timeline. Please do have a look at it and shout out to the makeup artists, y'all. Ndevu is another queen on our timeline. She is a salon owner and I love how inspiring her content is. It's beautiful. You know, she's doing the most, she's putting in the work, she's just being a boss lady. So we love that content. Shout out. Claws by Sophie is back on the timeline. I've been enjoying her content. She's doing manicures and pedicures now. I think she's all the way in Reimsig. Absolutely beautiful work. Batung Arabereking queens, let us just work. Elite Magazine was a proud sponsor of radio personality Sam Lehoko's Val Tour over the weekend. I thought that was interesting. So we had Malebu let us in on what was going on, what's happening.
Hi everybody, it's Sam Lehoko. I am a radio presenter, MC, motivational speaker, director of an MPC, podcaster, and so much more. I have been reflecting on my visit to the Vaal over the past couple of days, and what an amazing weekend. A big shout out to CJ from Elite Magazine, who really put this thing together. It was a weekend of podcasts, radio interviews, motivational talks, and a bit of fun, and ended off the weekend with a boat cruise. I think what stands out for me the most is the talk I did at Beverly Hills High School. Of course, you'll have a pool of students who are a little bit less motivated and not always, interested in that given moment. But I'm really hoping that what I shared is enough to push them and to drive them. Back in the day when I used to come to the Vaal quite often, I was still on Y and I was on television and, I really had a good start to my career. But this time around, I'm coming back to the Vaal with a different perspective and, I'm sharing my new chapter and, I'm focusing more on the challenges this time around because it's the challenges that I've learned so much from. And I often talk about showing gratitude for those life challenges. My focus during that talk was to find balance, and to remember that there's so many different aspects of our lives which we need to attend to equally. We need to focus on our career and our studies. We need to focus on our finances. We need to spend time with friends and family, but we also need to spend time on our own and enjoy our own company. Recreation is another aspect, and doing hobbies and interests that we love. Spirituality is another big part. I spoke a lot about service and the service that I do both at home and in the community. I've recently adopted an orphanage where I help 14 young girls and boys. Self-image, another very big part of one's life. So overall, the conversation was really quite cool. I enjoyed engaging with students. Some of them were making notes, some of them were answering questions and participating, and that's what I love doing. I love connecting with people, having conversations with young people especially, and we often downplay display the power of what the youth can actually do and how much of a voice they actually have, and it's never, always about the motivation. It's about the plan. What is your plan? What would you like to do? What is your focus? What are you passionate about? Do you have people who love and support you? But also it's about filling your own cup and loving yourself, and then in turn being able to love others. So now that I've been filling my cup for quite a while, it's that overflow that I share with other people. And if anything, what a beautiful weekend. Loved the podcasts, loved the interviews, loved the 2-hour boat cruise. I'm so grateful that my friends were able to enjoy this with me. And for more, please check me out on social media at Sam_Lehoko. Bye, and a big shout out to Milknhunee, the female movement.
Our conversation with purpose was all about books and reading. Please do check out the recap video on YouTube for more on this content. Speaking of conversations with purpose, it's June and it's all about health and healing with Milk and Honey. This month, let's unpack conversations about health, healing. Let's also network with the doctors and the healers. So do stay tuned, and we hope to see you ladies in the chat. More on healing. Yoga Day is also coming up in June, and Taruni is working on something.
Hopefully it will be a beautiful event. It's happening in Cape Town, of course, in Rondebosch. It's going to be on International Day of Yoga, which is always the 21st of June 2023, and this year it coincides with the winter solstice, which is amazing. Longest night, shortest day, just a time for renewal, a time for fresh start, as is with everything first day in nature, it's a donation-based event because it's an International Day of Yoga celebration, and people can just come through, follow the link in my bio, and booking is very essential because obviously the space is limited.
Mahlatsi Goodwill Foundation is also at work. They are collecting donations so that they can buy blankets and be at work and do what they do best. So please do also have a look at that on Milk and Honey Cares. Mopani Queens is also now available at Center Cafe in Pretoria, Bosman, Gau Station. So do have a look out for that. Shout out to the queens who are growing. And that's about it for the news this week. If you would like to add your brand to our wall and let us know what's going on with you, this is Milk and Honey, the female movement. Catch us on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. It's bye for now.